Yeah. It had it was not afraid at all to make any of the images I suggested.
Exactly same. Gotta rearrange, but we say no to mandatory sex change. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I do not look like that anymore, Nathan.
That song makes me want to do some stylish traveling.
I do love the stylish traveler. I do not look like that anymore, though. I need to update that picture so it looks more grizzled
Yeah.
and
I was
hardened.
like, I wish I had that dark of a beard still.
Yeah. Or actually, my hair's probably about the same. I was as bald then as I am now, but no, well. Nathan, old friend, weary traveler,
Doth
come
mine
sit
eyes
by.
deceive me?
We're doing an old man off. Sit down by the fire, tell me a tale.
Let's see how
Uh,
long we can keep that up.
Nathan, you old banjo. What?
Cinnamon and gravy.
Curse my wallet. What? All right. We are here today, everyone, person who's watching this. This is a business podcast. This isn't an old man podcast.
We are gathered here together to join our business ideas in the holy state of podcasting.
Are our ideas going to get married today? Is that the idea?
Apparently,
We're going to walk our ideas down the aisle and they're going to get hitched.
yeah. It's making me tear
Bad,
up already.
bad news though, Nathan. My idea does not have a dowry.
Not again.
I'm
Keep getting
afraid.
screwed on that.
I'm afraid this wedding will not save you from financial ruin.
Ah, it just might though if we can get Monster Energy on board.
That's true.
And I
That's
feel
what
like
we're here
we've
to
got the
talk.
pitch that's going to make it happen.
We do. Yeah. And that's what we're here today to talk about. Monster Energy drink. We came up with a brilliant idea to not only turn it into a solvent, but for people who drink it, their own urine can become solvents. And
Yeah.
just imagine the possibilities, Nathan, if you became a solvent factory yourself.
Oh, I have. That's why I made a pitch.
I can't wait. Well, let's get right into it. I want to show you my ideas real quick because I'm a selfish jerk like that. Are you ready
It
for
occurs to
this?
me thinking about the assignment that I neglected to include anything about attorneys. I completely forgot the target audience.
Oh, the funny thing is, I did that too, but I was able to pull it out pull it around at the very end,
Nice.
and with hilarious results. Um, yeah. So Nathan, you're aware of this. Our nation is currently only has two challenges, just two. Everything else is great. We have two problems though.
Yeah, we're getting down to the right down to the wire. The last two.
Exactly. And this is the future that Monster Energy imagines if we can tackle these two remaining problems. Look how peaceful and idyllic it is out there. It looks amazing. Look how huge that flag is.
It's even bigger than the power lines there.
Yeah, exactly. That's the future we imagine here at Monster Energy Drink. But you might be asking yourself, what are these two problems?
Oh
Well, I'm
yeah.
gonna make I'm gonna make you wait just a half a second more, and then I will tell you. So one, Nathan, boys, they're not doing great. They're getting paid less than ladies for the first time ever. Can you believe it?
Oh no. Those boys.
Yeah, I know. And look at this picture that we have a crisis of masculinity. Generations of men adrift, desk-bound, disconnected from purpose, and confused by everyday objects, looking like they crawled to the future from some kind of lost Mark Twain novel.
Yeah, that's it. Did you get that shot from my window? Because that's what I see every day.
Confused boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wear hats
boys,
too.
boys are really into floppy hats these days, which,
Suspenders are making a comeback in a big way too.
yeah, I mean, it's all part of bullying. No one wants to have their pants pulled down, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's our second problem, Nathan, our crumbling infrastructure. The steel and metals making up our bridges and wharfs are corroding and disintegrating under decades of neglect. And then you might be asking yourself, well, not only is our nation's infrastructure crumbling, but teens are doing skateboard tricks on them, kickflips, grinds, ollies, reverse shove-its every single day, adding to the problem.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to give you a second to pick your job off the desk. Now you might be asking yourself, if only there was some legal way to solve both these problems at the same time. And I'm here to tell you we can. With Monster Acid Blast, we can unleash the stream and reinforce the nation, shore up our crumbling infrastructure. Here's how we do it. First, this is what we do. This is our new product. This is what the can looks like, and this is a scientist working on it. These are the ingredients and the corresponding purpose. So, caffeine nitrate complex, extreme alertness, shakes off generational malaise. Thermotaurine enhances aggression and steel-focused libido. Citrosolve 9X converts urine to solvent-grade fluid within 45 minutes. Limonene nitride smells like oranges, acts like acid. And FerroSurge B12 blend rewires brain for action, not overthinking. And the pH drop agent brings urinary acidity down to pH zero point 0.9 for full corrosion burn potential. Our mission, Nathan, is to turn men into mission-driven, purpose-driven, on a mission. I can't stop saying mission to pee on infrastructure. That's what we're going to
I'm really proud of you for going through all the details and
do.
actually working out how this is going to work. My pitch just assumes we'll figure it out, but you've actually done the legwork, and for that I applaud you.
Yeah, and you're going to see why. We're going to go from this to this. Yeah, look how happy he looks. He's he's out to serve the public good, not punch ladies. All right. So this is my idea that you remember how during the World War II there was the Public Works Alliance or whatever it was called, where
Yeah.
FDR like turned people loose to like dig holes and fix things.
The
We're
New
bringing
Deal.
the New Deal, yes. We're launching the Piss Corps Brigade, Nathan. So here we're going to have men deployed from coast to coast, peeing on rusted out bridges, ports, steelworks to reinstill that masculine work ethic and also just naturally channel their desire to pee on things. As a fellow man, I'm sure you can appreciate that.
If there's one thing I've taught my boys is that as a man, the world is your urinal.
Exactly. It is. It's true. I made some nice propaganda posters.
Nice.
I think oh yeah. So here we go. Blast that rust. Here we have these men. Urine coming out of their chests, apparently, which is fine.
Yeah, I had some issues with some of the images where the urine was streaming from an unexpected location, but
Yeah. And I also went ahead and I won't play the whole song. I'll just post it on our YouTube later, but I made a thrash metal anthem. This is the album cover. It's called the song is called Stand and Blast.
nice.
They called us soft, said we forgot what it means to bleed and sweat and rot. Our bridges broke, our pipes ran dry, but we heard the call and aimed high. We cracked a can, we felt the burn, our blood ran hot, the tide would turn, a nation's rust, a land in pain, till monster acid ran through our veins.
We gotta get to the chorus because it's the best part.
They called us soft, said we forgot what it means to bleed and sweat and rot. Our bridges broke, our pipes ran dry, but we heard the call and aimed high. We cracked a can, we felt the burn. Our blood ran hot.
So you might be thinking to yourself, what's in it for lawyers? Well, let me tell you. This will result in probably a number of lawsuits against our rowdy Monster Blast boys. And they should be number one fans because their dads have lots of money. They own boat dealerships, ski-doo dealerships. You get the idea. They own
Skidoos.
dealers. They own dealerships and they have a ton of money. And yeah, get behind us. You're going to make a ton of money. And who knows? You might just become a blast boy yourself. Keep an open mind, dork. The end. Or is it the beginning of something truly wonderful?
That's that's quite an image.
I was really happy with it. So I brought it around town to the lawyers. I
That's
feel like that was
good. I
the,
completely neglected them. So
it's okay. I did too until about yesterday afternoon. I was like, oh yeah, the lawyers. Well, any feedback from you, Nathan, on my idea?
um one thing I was interested to get your take on. This is a problem I
Hmm.
struggled with in my own presentation.
Yes.
It feels very male centric. Like, what about the ladies? What do we have going for that?
That's a great question. I mean, th this almost feels like a tactic that the ladies would to deploy for the men who are bothering them to like, leave them alone. Shouldn't you be out just peeing on bridges? And they could be doing the actual productive things, reading books
Yeah,
and appreciating nature.
they can get down to the business of solving any other problems that might crop up since we solved the main two.
Exactly. Yeah. They can do the actual problems while the men in their lives are out peeing on bridges.
Yeah,
Yeah, I also think there's an opportunity, I mean, not to go back to men, but to like rebrand like the Kiwanis or the Lions Club to be like P teams.
right.
Easy service project. Money in the bank there, Kiwanis and
Yeah.
Monster.
What are you waiting for? Eagle Scout projects?
Yeah, we're gonna go piss all over the Grand Canyon. Oh goodness, this is one of my favorite ideas ever. It's so bad. Oh, goodness.
That's what's beautiful about it.
Yes. All right. Well, what do you got for me, Nathan?
Well, yours feels somewhat optimistic compared to mine. I'm not gonna lie. I
People
went
have called me naive before.
a
It's
little bit
fine.
darker with it, and I'm going to share it with you now.
Yes.
All right, so Monster Energy drink. Um, Here's what we know. These are some facts that I know.
All right.
First, Monster Energy is in trouble.
Mhm.
Sales are lagging, competition is up, and frat boys just don't care that much about Monster these days. And also, the entire Earth is turning into an inhospitable hellscape due to wholesale destruction and late stage capitalism.
All those things are true.
I mean, those might seem unrelated, but trust me, I'm going to bring it back around. So, right now, we need a change. We need fresh ideas and pronto, which I was proud of to put in italics.
I'm very proud of that too. I read it exactly in that tone of voice.
Yeah. The formula is getting stale. I mean, we really need to shake things up over there at Monster HQ. And turns out, with a few simple changes that you've expertly outlined, we can turn ordinary human urine into an industrial solvent, and no one will even notice a difference in taste. So,
It's already, people shouldn't be drinking it now, so it's fine.
yeah. And so, if you're a Monster at this point, you're like, why would we make this change? What is that going to get us? Well, I'll tell you. Huge press coverage,
Hmm.
immediate boost in sales. It gives the consumer the power to fight back and affect real change in the system through urine. Did I mention money? And that's right. I'm talking big bucks here. And that's why I put rockets in that picture, because you can use that money to escape the earth or the rubes even know what hit them.
Well, we have another Rube-centric pitch. I like him.
Yeah, because I'm kind of under the assumption that things are going to continue to spiral downward and we might need an escape plan.
Oh, definitely.
In worst case scenario, we can always sell our urine back to WD-40 because they're making energy drinks these days. So
It's true.
it's
We can do a
endless
partnership.
cycle.
Yeah.
Um, but is the future just all doom and gloom? No, that's the only thing I have on that point. Not entirely, because it turns out that this your corrosive urine actually dissolves plastic too, which leads us to
Oh,
cleaner oceans and reverses some of the damage we're doing to the environment.
huh.
I bet you didn't think about that, did you?
I did not. I was thinking just about our crumbling infrastructure. I didn't think about the trash patch.
Oh yeah, we're getting rid of that with our pee. And in a pinch, you could also use it to piss a hole in wreckage is caused by increasing natural disasters. Because when you start getting earthquakes in Oklahoma and you're surrounded by rubble, like what better way to get out than your own piss?
Yeah. You write your name in. Write your name in the rubble.
Yeah, it's like
Kids
Boy
love
Scouts
it.
again. Be prepared.
Exactly.
And we get to really stick it to Red Bull. I feel is an important part of the equation here. So I've taken the liberty of knocking together a short ad to kind of present this idea, and I'd like to play it for you right now.
I would like nothing more.
Play.
It is the future. The world has choked on its own waste. Oceans died, forests fell, and the billionaires, they flew off in rockets. But one drink chose to stay behind. Monster Energy takes the weakest part of the human body, their piss, and supercharges it with enzymes, nanocarolus, a lab-grown bacteria. The result, you can piss industrial solvent. You don't need a Green New Deal when you've got a yellow revolution. Monster Energy. Piss on the problem. Oh, and to Red Bull, guess what? Wings won't save you now.
Is that Vin Diesel?
That is Mark Sinclair himself.
That was the perfect voice for that, I feel like.
Oh, stop. All right.
Oh my God.
So,
It's not the problem. That is very good.
questions?
What was with Vin Diesel like in real life?
Surprisingly, he's he's a surprisingly nice guy.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah,
pleasant
like
to be around.
like the character on the screen, Dominic, what's his last name? What's their family name?
Toretto.
Dominic Toretto. Like Dominic Toretto, does he live his life a quarter mile at a time in real life?
I think the voice actually was from the Chronicles of Riddick,
Oh, that
where
did sound like
his
Vin.
eyes glow in the dark.
Also, those movies rule. Have you watched those?
Yeah.
They're very good.
I remember watching what I thought was the first one and then finding out that it was a sequel to Pitch Black. And I was like, wait, there's
Yeah.
another one that I never heard of?
Yes, Pitch Black, and that one rules even more.
Yeah. So I did
Man,
watch them out of order, but
we
turns out
were
it doesn't
robbed.
matter.
Yeah, we were robbed because we have our Dwayne The Rock Johnson and not Vin Diesel in that spot.
Yeah,
We were robbed.
for sure.
That's the future we could have lived in, Nathan, where we were all playing in Vin Diesel's D&D group.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, Nathan, okay, yeah, so that was great. I do like piss on the problem. I feel like it's a very snappy tagline. And I feel like I can cover a range of things. I feel like piss on the problem even cloaks my infrastructure idea. So it's like we can start by trying to pee on the infrastructure problem. Then if that all goes to hell, we can put all the stops and piss on everything else.
Just keep peeing our way out of the problems.
Yeah. Oh, also, I need to ask you a couple of questions about the AI images you had in there. The
Yeah.
nude boy crouching by the pool of water.
I don't know. It just came up with that on its own,
They just figured it belonged there.
I guess.
It really heightened the sadness and the sense of despair.
Yeah, a lot of what it came up with, I just ran with. It was late last night. I was generating. I was like, that's great.
Also, I need to ask, how did you get the massive streams of urine coming out in those
Yeah,
pictures?
it was just a torrent of piss coming out.
How did that happen?
I That was natural. That just came from the AI in whole cloth.
Oh, oh my goodness. That was a real treat. I was not expecting that. Oh,
I was more concerned
yeah.
about finding like background music to make a post-apocalyptic movie trailers.
It was very good. Where'd you get that?
It's like three different things that I stitched together. So
Yeah. Well, you should send that to me because I'm going to put my song up there on our YouTube channel, and I feel like we need to put that video up there too. Um, I feel like both are very important that they be out in the world.
I will do so.
Please do. I I really like, there's a ton of AI generated content out there right now, but I don't think any of them meet the quality or sheer bafflement that ours meet. That ours, I feel like we're making the best use of the tool, is what I'm saying.
I think so too, because I've been seeing a lot of artists like hating on AI and stuff lately, and talking about how it's, non-creative and uh it's so easy for people just to write these prompts and just make whatever they want, and how we don't sacrifice for the work like they do. It's like you don't see what we're doing over here because
Yeah, don't blame the tool. The carpenter doesn't blame the hammer for his lack of, great craftsmanship. Blame
yeah.
the guy holding the hammer. Come on.
Yeah, it also seems to imply that it's like the one image and like haha, we made this image faster than you. And it's like no, like it's about the series of images, how we use them together. So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Look at this. Look at this. You got Channing Tatum back there cheering on that lawyer. This one's my favorite though.
yeah, I liked how you're able to get the same characters in these pictures, show the
I
natural
don't
evolution.
I don't know how that happened. It just did.
Yeah.
Oh, they're kind of scary though. Don't look at them too long.
No, that is art. I don't care what the actual artists, the haters say.
Yeah. I did like how I eventually, I always take a turn for bullying where I call my audience dorks.
Yeah,
Just do it, idiots. Well, Nathan, I feel like the next logical step in this is to write a letter.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That'd be a
All
nice change
right.
of pace for us.
Yeah. Let's take a relaxed attitude towards work and write a letter. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot though, Nathan. So before we break, any other ideas or any other questions we'd like to share?
Um, no, I'm just excited for Monster Energy to receive this letter because
Hmm.
we're probably flying under the radar right now, but we're about to spring it on the world in a big way. So
We are. Yes, I'm very excited about this. Yeah, like I said, I feel like Piss on the Problem covers my idea. So I feel like that's the one we go forward with. And we can include Bridges in there, but I feel like Piss on the Problem is the lead.
that part works well between our two ideas because you've outlined the problem and explained how pissing on it will solve it. So
Exactly.
it's a pretty general tagline that works well. So
We were swimming in the same pool. Although I
yeah,
do like my anthem for the Piss Corps Brigade.
yeah, I'm excited to hear the whole thing.
You're gonna love it. We stand tall and blast, Nathan. All right. Well, Nathan, I really appreciate these ideas. And thank you for coming with me today to share them with the world. Yeah, onwards. Only we can quench it. Only we can put the fire out with our pee.
Yeah.
And Italy now.